It was a day full of political surprises, and we begin with that high-stakes meeting at the White House, where Mayor-elect Mamdani and President Trump put aside their differences and addressed the concerns of New Yorkers. Jessica Moore is in Washington, D.C., where diplomacy was on full display.
The meeting marked Mamdani's first test of diplomacy on a national stage, and judging by the reaction from both men after the meeting, the mayor-elect understood the assignment.
It was a productive meeting focused on a place of shared admiration and love, which is New York City.
It looked like a political about-face of epic proportions. President Trump and Zohran Mamdani left behind the name-calling and threats and bonded over the issues of affordability and love for New York.
I expect to be helping him, not hurting him. A big help, because I want New York City to be great.
So much of the focus of our campaign has been on the cost of living crisis. And when we asked those New Yorkers who had voted for the president, when we saw an increase in his numbers in New York City, that came back to the same issue: cost of living, cost of living, cost of living.
The two men seemed to genuinely like each other. President Trump complimenting Mamdani on the way he campaigned.
He really ran an incredible race against, a lot of smart people, starting with the early primaries against some very tough people, very smart people. And he beat them easily, and I congratulated him.
The president and mayor-elect also agreeing to prioritize safety in New York City.
We discussed ICE and New York City, and I spoke about how the laws that we have in New York City allow for New York City government to speak to the federal administration for about 170 serious crimes. The concerns that many New Yorkers have are around the enforcement of immigration laws on New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs.
Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would, especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
What makes you comfortable?
We agree on a lot more than I would have thought.
As for those biting insults the two leveled at each other over the past few months.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
President Trump also walked back his previous threats to pull federal funding from New York if Mamdani won the mayor's race, even saying he would make sure that Mamdani succeeded. At one point, the president said Mamdani could end up being the most successful mayor New York has ever seen. Outside the White House, Jessica Moore, CBS News, New York.
And the political praise didn't end with the meeting. The president posting afterwards a message writing, "It was a great honor meeting Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York City." And in that meeting, the mayor-elect told the president, in New York City, many Trump and Mamdani voters care about the same core issues.
Last November on Hillside Avenue and Fordham Road, I asked them why. I heard again and again 2 major reasons. One was that they wanted an end to forever wars. They wanted an end to the taxpayer dollars we had funding violations of human rights, and they wanted to address the cost of living crisis.
We wanted to know how voters were reacting to today's meeting, so we went to Hillside Avenue in Jamaica, Queens to find out.
Today I saw they have a very well, they got together very well. And I think it's really important, not for only them, but also for the New Yorkers.
We're really happy to see that Mamdani is willing to work with the president to get done whatever New York needs.
Mamdani is a young man. He has his own plan. I hope he gets whatever he wants, but even if he gets, let's say, 50%, that would be good.
Now, just hours before the mayor-elect, a Democratic socialist met with the president. The House passed a resolution condemning socialism. House Republicans introduced this resolution nearly a month ago. It passed in a bipartisan vote of 285 to 98. Of the 86 Democrats who supported the measure, 14 were from New York and New Jersey, including House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.